Hello. Hello. How y'all doing? Okay, so listen. We live on Instagram, and I was sitting here trying to figure out if we was really live because it say we live, but then it say like you got to do something. So I might have to do some test runs on another day to truly figure out how to go live on Instagram. But we are live on YouTube and we are live on Facebook. So hey. Are you talking, Karma? I can't hear you, girl.
Not live on Wednesday.
I don't know because I couldn't save it. You know how like after you go live, it'll say like, do you want to save it? Because I was doing it from StreamYard, I'm not sure. So I was just trying to figure it out. I was trying to go and see. It say you are live.
Do it because I'm on it.
Yeah,
And
and I
I
don't
don't have
see
a
it.
notification that said, such and such is,
Exactly.
live or whatever.
One, I ain't see it, so I don't. And
I
I don't
don't
want
know,
to sit here
girl.
and spend my time trying to figure it out. So another day. I'm a
Another day, another time, another place.
we'll figure out how to get Instagram because I had a couple people that was like, I'll watch on Instagram. I will because I'm always like, okay. I'm trying. Okay, just
We'll
hold
figure
on.
it out. We'll get to you, Instagram world.
We'll get you. Okay, so what's up? How y'all doing? Once again, Happy New Year. I am MrsiCandi, and that is my wonderful, lovely co-host Karma Fox, and we are the host of If You Like It, I Love It. It's 2024. A lot of stuff we said we were leaving in 2023. You guys are still trying to bring it up, and we don't like it. We don't like it. We're not going to talk about it, no matter what, unless it's like life or death, and we just absolutely have no choice. We're leaving certain things in 2023, and we're not talking about it. We're just letting it go. So,
I did finish those books, y'all.
You did?
Unfortunately, I did. I forgot to make my notes, so I got to go back and look at my highlights. But I did finish Will's book, and I did finish Shada's book.
Okay, so we're gonna have to have a special show, even though
It's
we were
really
supposed to leave
nothing
them in 2023.
to
Let
see.
you give us your reviews and break down the books, and then we.
It's just I'm not gonna lie to you, it's really nothing that we haven't really heard in interviews or nothing you can't really like connect dots for. It's just I mean it was some good stuff. I mean, okay, cool. We could do it, but I mean
we're gonna do it because we said we would, and we are women of our word, so we'll do it. And then again, we're bottling the Smiths up. We're going away. Because I'm not doing it. I'm not. She started out 2024 with a little. I said, no, ma'am, nope, not today. I just clicked right off. Nope, not doing it. So, listen, y'all. Praise report, Karma. What's up? What we praising in 2024? January.
That I made it through the third week of grad school.
Okay. That's something to be
That is a huge praise report. I was very anxious about it. You know how you just get in your head. When you move to different levels, you start to question whether or not you can handle the next level going upward. So like I had those types of moments, but it's going really well. Kids are healthy, things are moving forward. So I'm just feeling really blessed to still be here through it all because 2023 was rough.
Girl.
Yeah. I'm seeing future in 2024.
Yeah, I'm right with you. 2024 so far has started off so amazing as far as like my children. They're doing good. They're healthy, progressing. My son is progressing with all of his extra help he's getting for autism. He's doing really good and reaching goals a lot quicker than they expected. So we're really happy about that. And my daughter is doing good, her 9th grade year of school. I'm divorced and fabulous. And I'm happy. And I am getting new opportunities business-wise. And I'm getting I'm feeling really good. I'm peaceful. I'm happy. I'm feeling free. I'm feeling vibrant. This is just a good year for me. I can feel it. It's already starting off good. We ain't had no hiccups health-wise. My parents is doing good. I'm good. I got a good support system. My village is villaging, y'all.
Woo! Come on now, somebody. When the
village is villaging, girl. They just there, and I'm like, see, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, shout out to my village, and I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So how y'all doing out there? Hopefully y'all are doing good so far. 2024. What's up? What did she say? Do we have Peacock? Yes, I do have
I
Peacock.
do.
Yes.
We just watched Law and Order on our Peacock.
Yeah, we did.
We're caught up.
I did this morning.
Yes, hot in the DM. I got the whole family plus a village on my back with these apps. You know what I'm saying? I work to make sure everybody can log in.
Listen, that's how we do. We be sharing passwords over here and stuff. It's
yeah, we share passwords.
Okay, and that's what I need. I need somebody. Let me go ahead and just be a beggar for a second. Put this out there. Somebody that has access to the new season of Love and Hip Hop. I don't know what streaming service y'all watching it on. It ain't on none of the ones I got. And I got enough.
Hip Hop, it's on Philo.
I don't have that.
I do. I got you.
Okay. Holla at me.
Okay. Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives are on Philo.
You can keep Basketball Wives. But
just in case, you know what I'm saying? That's on there. Tammy's Roman second season of like the cheater scene. Like that's on there. So I'll slide you to Philo.
Okay. Yeah. I have been looking because I had saw what was going on when Carlos interviewed Diamond, Love and Hip Hop. I said, oh my goodness. And I even did like a little thing dissecting everybody's age. Scrappy and these three women, all 35 and up. Come on, y'all. We're not doing this. We are not doing this.
It's on Philo. We
okay.
You know, I listen, I'm sending in right now. You can get caught up when we hop on off of here and get yourself started. We don't need to buy things that others have. We share resources.
I have a lot of streaming service. I have enough. And I feel like they be playing in our faces. Like I got Spectrum, like the app. Why isn't MTV on there? Y'all playing games, and then
you have Spectrum, the app, and you don't have MTV and MTV.
No, it's not. I guess it'll be extra. Like,
wow,
it's stupid. I have every other channel I can watch. You know, I can go to Spectrum and see. Like, I watched. That's how I watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I watch Bell Collective. I go to Spectrum, you know, and I stream it. So it's just weird that I can't watch Love and Hip Hop, but I got Peacock, and Peacock got Love and Hip Hop up to season 10. Why y'all ain't got the rest of them?
Like, I was here to save you. It's live TV for like about 40 channels, 50 channels, but it's the channels that I watch. And MTV and MTV2 is on there. So
okay. Appreciate you. See, this is what Village is for, y'all. This is how we do it.
We're not gonna keep buying all these streaming apps. I put the world on my back. I do this for the streaming apps.
The rest we gonna slide in my DMs since I'm free as a butterfly. Okay, slide in them DMs. Okay, so look, listen, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we're gonna definitely probably go over a few minutes. We're gonna try to stick to it. We're gonna try, but we're gonna see.
We gonna let the Lord use you, cause
the Lord. Okay,
it ain't been that long in 2024, and people got a lot going on.
A lot has happened in 2024. Let's just get this one out the way. The Brick Lady is back, y'all. The Brick Lady is back. Okay, reports are coming out saying that the young lady made some false allegations. Y'all remember that video? I did not upload it because it was disturbing. When she had this big knot on the side of her face, right? Me and Karma had talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it on air, but we definitely talked about it behind the scenes. And we were just like, this is ridiculous. Like, just seeing this lady had this knot on her head. And then it was people that was coming out instantly saying certain things like she lying, this cat. They said she did prank videos where she would walk up to me and then slap them. But I was like, what's that got to do with this big old knot on the side of her head? Like, that's all I was saying. I was like, I hear what y'all doing, and it's so weird to me that you see a lady with a big knot on her face, and all you want to say is, well, she be hitting other people. Can we just tend to this knot on her face? I don't really care about her background, going through her Instagram and her TikToks and seeing her content. She got a big ass knot on her head. Like, that ain't enough proof for y'all that something done hit her on the side of her head. Like, that was enough for me, but people, was saying she was capped. So now they've come out saying that she could be in some legal trouble, owing some money because she raised the money with the GoFundMe, I guess, for medical bills and stuff like that with that big knot on her face. And it was a video of a gentleman saying it didn't happen. And some dudes, it was just crazy. It just went crazy. So now we have a lot of reports coming out saying that it was false, and now it's a lawsuit for her and the false allegations. So people instantly start saying stuff. Me, not so much, because all I saw was a damn knot on her face. To me, she had a knot on her face, so I feel like she needed the medical bill. She needed the help. Something had happened. She fell on her face. Maybe she didn't get hit with a hammer or whatever they said. Maybe she got hit with a fist. I don't know. I wasn't there, but clearly she needs some medical help for this big ass knot on her face. Mm-hmm. It's not that deep to me to really know everything else, but people were starting to do stuff and they were starting to say something. And then Crystal Crave did a video. I don't know if I uploaded it because it got deleted. She did the video saying y'all judging too quick. Y'all need to hold off for a second, look at this stuff, do the real research or whatever. And then her video got pulled. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Karma, what do you know about the brick lady whose name is Rhoda Osman of Texas?
You know, that's the one where I had got blocked off a couple of lives. Remember, you told me I had to start screenshotting the lives or whatever.
Yes.
So here's kind of what I think, because black men are coming out the woodworks wanting an apology, and that's something you can hold your breath for and die, because it's never going to happen. I think the issue and the outrage about the incident of the brick that seems to be going over people's head is that you want to create safe spaces for victims in order for things to be investigated by the cops. Mm-hmm. And when a victim comes up and they say these things have happened, especially when we can already see there's some form of physical evidence on them, and you're automatically demonizing them. I mean, the girl got stuff deleted. It was the response to the victim's initial statement before anything could even be investigated. All she said was she got hit with a brick, this person tried to get her number, or whatever the case may be, but we could see that her face is visibly swollen. Right. And then there comes the rollouts of who's worthy of protection, and people coming out saying if they would have seen it, they wouldn't have did shit neither. And all of these things, the visceral reactions is why people got dragged. Because if this story was true or false, and you saw something like this happen, and you had a debate in your mind whether you could have picked up your cell phone to call 911, even if the space wasn't safe enough for you to intervene, you're trash. Mm-hmm. If you don't feel a sense to want to help someone when you see them in some form of physical or mental, whatever distress, that's trash to me. And that's what y'all got the pushback for. I don't know if she's the new Juicy Smollett or not. I have read the article. There still seems to be some holes that I don't really understand about the investigation. They were very clear to say that there was an assault, but she was hit with a plastic water bottle. I have never seen a plastic water bottle do that damage. And if that's the case, are you saying that was the blunt object that hit her? They also said that, she hit the person first. So shouldn't both be charged then? I'm not fully understanding the charge of theft by deception, because she did go to the doctor. She did have a physical injury. She did do a GoFundMe, or her friend did a GoFundMe. Mm-hmm. I don't know where the deception is, unless in the investigation, which wasn't clear in the article, proved a Juicy Smollett. Like, she took her face and rammed it into whatever. I don't understand this particular charge, and I didn't Google it, but I didn't understand why she was charged with theft by deception instead of like filing a false police report, or like something else, or obstruction because she lied about the details of what happened. Like, something is still off with me, even with the investigation. But there are some things that seems to be unclear. I don't know, but y'all never get an apology about it. It's just not happening. Those people who showed up and showed out and wanted to die on the cross by saying she's a liar, or saying even if it happened, you still wouldn't have stepped in. It's wild to me. It's wild to me.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Again, I saw the knot, and it was disturbing. I don't know, like, once I saw the knot, everybody trying to do research to see if it's real was just so weird to me. But I guess that's just the world we live in now, where everybody just don't believe nobody. I don't. It's okay.
And to be fair, somebody on TikTok who had been coming for her neck had found old GoFundMe's and sent that over to the police, that she had kind of used this same rhetoric to get money from people in the past. So I don't know if that additional information is what led the cops to believe that her story was inaccurate. I'm not really sure. I don't understand the old GoFundMe being relevant to the new one if you're saying she wasn't assaulted. So either the girl was assaulted and there are still charges that need to be brought up on both, or the other person.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean? Like, there's still things that just does not make any sense about the whole situation to me. I'm chalking it up to a Juicy Smollett or Scooby-Doo adventure. I'm not going down no rabbit hole. I stand 10 toes down on what I said.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to just hold off on that because, again, Karma's not apologizing, and I just really don't.
I'm gonna sleep totally fine, mouth open. Just like they try to make us feel bad for believing Carly Russell. What the fuck you wanted us to do? Say don't get her because the wig was on the ground? Like, I just want people to make it make sense. You know what I mean? Like, what are we supposed to do? This girl crying saying she got hit in the brick. What was we supposed to say automatically? Girl, fuck you in your face? What?
Yeah, that's what they wanted. That's what they
be wanting. Fuck you in your face. What you telling us for? Crazy.
All right, next up, y'all. Haley Bailey introduces us to Halo. Yep, she had a baby. Before the new year hit, her and her boyfriend / baby daddy, DDG, has welcomed a baby boy, and they named him Halo. She announced it on her Instagram, I think, where she posted a little picture of her holding his hand. I guess the daddy's hand in there too. And it says, even though we're a few days into the new year, the greatest thing that 2023 could have done for me was bring me my son. Welcome to the world, my Halo. The world is desperate to know you. All right, congratulations. You know, she was hiding it. People knew it. They said they clocked it. And yeah, she had a baby.
Congratulations. Yeah. I love the name. I love the name.
I think some people are disappointed. Like, when they were disappointed when they were finding out she was pregnant in the first place because of the situation with the baby dad, that kind of stuff. She grown though, y'all. Let these grown people live their grown lives. You know what I'm saying? And if they gotta learn the hard way like some of us did, then shit, they gotta learn the hard way like some of us did. It is what it is. One thing I'm learning is young people ain't gonna listen to you.
I was going a step further and say you gotta let people go on their journey. You gotta there are just certain trials and things, like, people just have to go through their journey. You know, you can warn people all the time that the oven is hot, but if they are meant or destined to touch it to know in order to change the course of what they need to do, that's just certain lessons you just gotta learn. This is the path that she chose. You know, we pray for, you know, her and her new family to be healthy and get on the right track. If they don't, it won't, but it was the people who were so upset about the lie that got me. Like, I was reading comments that was just like, we don't even care no more because you lied. Like, would you sit in a fucking baby shower again? Why are you this mad?
Right.
Why are you this mad? I swear a lot of people be trying to fix mistakes and attach themselves to other people on this internet. Yeah. Like, you're not mad at Halle. You mad at you for your baby daddy, because there is no way you mad at this little girl because she didn't want y'all to know she was pregnant. There's just no way. Her
life. Like, again, a part of me, big sister wise, big cousin, you know, as a mother wise, I can understand people like, oh, girl. But again, let her live her life. Let her go through her journey. And again, if her, just because your baby daddy wasn't that dude, don't mean hers is going to be the same. So, you know, good luck.
I mean, he probably is. But the thing is, that's her baby daddy. Like, just the projection of the anger part just doesn't get to me. Like, just like, you know, we want better for Kiki. We wanted her to leave Darius because we clocked the T. But when she decided to go back, I slept fine. Like, I'm not about to be in her comment section saying, how could you? Make me stick up for you on the internet. And then went back with Darius. Like, that's a journey that people go through.
What that will do for me, as far as Kiki, is if, you know, I'll be like, oh, rooting for you, girl, Lee, don't do this. It's bad, this bad, this bad. And you decide to do it anyway. I'm going to let you live your life. Now I'm out of it. Now you can't come back and say, "Oh my God, y'all, it's so bad." Girl, then leave. Shit, I ain't got time for this. I'm not about to invest in this over and over and over again. We're not gonna Krishan and Blueface me. I'm not doing that. So live your life, sis. Live your life.
I don't really focus on the people involved more than I focus on the behavior.
Right.
The behavior is the T that people need to clock in order to really learn from things that you see if you're a visual learner. The T that we needed to clock from that Darius and Usher situation was the way that he embarrassed and public humiliated her, and some other things that we can tell as we're older, those are red flags.
Right.
Those is the T's and G's that I be trying to like let people know, like, hey, that's a red flag.
Especially because when you're younger,
when
you were younger, you didn't clock the red flags like you can when you're older. You know what I'm saying? And we've been young, so we understand what that's like. Totally. That's why, again, as a mother, even with my daughter and navigating high school and boys and whatever, I'm trying to be like, hey, babe, listen, been there.
I want to clock this flag, but if you choose to paint the red flag green, that is your journey to do so. Exactly. But I'm gonna let you know why this is a red flag and how you should navigate. What you choose to do after that, that's on you.
On you, exactly. That's all I can do. That's it.
So
again, congratulations. To the you know, beautiful name for a little boy. Love it. All right, next up, we got Katt Williams versus every damn body. Y'all, why y'all uncle get up on the internet starting mess? Why did he do it?
I'm going to see what is the podcast? I think last week it was already up to like 50 million. I'm just curious now because it's been like over a week. I want to know what has been like the final kind of numbers. 52 million views in 2 weeks.
Wow.
On a podcast.
Yeah. Wow.
My God. You know, if you followed us, you kind of seen us go through the court of public opinion and the some of the lies that we did clock. Or inaccuracies that was clocked. It was only about like 3 out of all the things that he said. We have not seen any lawsuits of defamation, slander, none of that from the other comedians. I thoroughly enjoyed that interview, and I have my tickets. Cincinnati, Ohio, but get your tickets because the price changed probably on 52 million. Boo, I got my tickets. They was $86. Y'all might want to get your tickets because the price probably gonna go up.
I'm trying to think because I did have like, especially when it was first coming out, but we're not hitting it right after. Y'all can go and watch that whole 3-hour interview. It is on YouTube. Club Shay Shay. Shannon Sharp has his, podcast, and this actually put him on the freaking for real. Katt blew every other interview out of the waters for real. Let me just give y'all a couple of highlights. Let me just give y'all a couple of just wonderful sound bites from Katt.
I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. This is like SteveHarvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. SteveHarvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you. No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you. Okay? I did.
And he went on. He went on for 3 hours. Just 3 hours. Tiffany Haddish, Kevin Hart, Cedric the Entertainer, the Kardashians, Faison.
That Faison lies.
Right.
That Faison lie is the Cedric the non-entertainer. As evidence surface, we have caught you in a couple of stealing joke manners, including SteveHarvey. That footage has, I believe like 90% of what Katt has stated. I think there's some inaccuracies. But overall, I feel like that was a very truthful, very cutting edge, very raw telling, authentic interview. As far as the Illuminati thing goes, I think that is either you believe it or you don't. I think if you're a spiritual person, then why wouldn't there be another side to it?
Yeah.
So I think that is just kind of subjective. Either you think that happens or you don't. There's just no way to check it. Like, I cannot call Satan right now and say, hey, was you Katt Williams and Ludacris in a meeting? I can't call God and say, hey, did you tell Katt to pass up on? Like, there's just certain things that you either believe or you don't believe. And that's kind of what that portions of those like parts of the interview was. But yeah, I believe 90% of what he said. The responses of the comedians.
Let me tell you why I believe it. He said names, okay? This brother put names on it with no problem. Said it straight, wasn't scared with his chest out. Like, we hearing so many people alleging and don't want to just throw names out. This brother, this person, that person, and at this date when this happened at this place, we had on this outfit. Like, he was at this location. Listen, I think he did that specifically because he got receipts. Tell him, say lying, so he pull out the receipts, because that's what happened. People kind of responded like Cedric, like kind of like, get over it. Kevin Hart, like, oh, you just mad, like they're not really saying like you're lying. Ludacris came back with something like a little rap, basically like saying you a clown, whatever. Like, they're not really saying nothing.
The fact that Ludacris came back with a rap, which I did thoroughly enjoy. I wish you get back in the studio, but you didn't even defend your wife. He called all of them light-skinned, ugly-faced wives, and you didn't really say nothing to defend your wife. That's kind of
women don't do nothing. And I thought that was interesting because when Ludacris first got with her, we didn't know who she was. Wasn't she like in med school?
I don't know. I just remember he popping up with that light-skinned lady. But I will say, in Ludacris's defense, I mean, he's always been kind of private, like, so whoever he dated besides his baby mama, I think that was a dark-skinned chick, but she kind of was talking. But like, I never recall growing up seeing Ludacris like on red carpets with any of these women. So I kind of just chalked Ludacris up to being a little bit more private. But I thank Katt Williams. Like I said, I got my ticket. Y'all. Now I don't sit in the front of comedy shows because I'm not about to play with y'all. But I'm right here on the first.
I'm not sitting in the front.
I never sit in front of comedy shows.
Enough for the light is nowhere near me. I don't want the light near me at all.
I don't want it. I'm right above it.
Too.
Right there.
You said I'm fast and the furious, but you bi-curious. Oh, it's ludicrous. Is that?
Let me tell y'all something. I've already put a post up months ago that
You
said
did.
90% of the world is not straight. Like, because people experiment, do these things, like you're not the H in the alphabet. Most people are on a spectrum, and the people who have stayed heterosexual, I think, are the minority. There are so many people I encounter, let's say maybe 3 out of 4 people I've encountered that have tried something that is not heterosexual. So I say that to say I wouldn't be surprised if Ludacris dibbled and dabbled at one point, or maybe tried it once and decided he didn't like it. I wouldn't be surprised.
At this point in
I wouldn't be
life, I don't be surprised about that kind of stuff.
Nope. I think majority of y'all faves is bisexual.
You say that,
I
and
do.
I'm not disagreeing with you because I'm starting to see more of it. And I say this a lot, like, listen, I accept that with no problem, but y'all gonna accept my straight ass too, okay?
Well, I think that's the issue. I think because we live in a heterosexual dominant space between like religion and society, people can't tell people they're bisexual. Men cannot come out and say they are bisexual without, especially Black men, without this type of additional vitriol. They have no choice but to be heterosexual performative. There's no room for that. And then people be trying to get mad.
All the time. It's not fair.
To who?
It's not fair to some of the bisexual men.
I agree.
Where if they are to come out and say they're bisexual, some women are not comfortable with that. Me being one, I don't want to date a bisexual man, but I'm not a bisexual woman, like, at all. So I have some bisexual friends, right? They go both ways. I've seen them with women more than men, but when they with the man, I've had a question for them. Could you date a bisexual man? Oh no. Like, why? You bisexual? I don't know. Like, what's the difference? You can have a little bit of fun with, or you can be with this person and you in love with this person, but switch it over to this person because it's the person, not the gender. You can do that, but a man can't. I don't understand it. It's a double standard. It is totally a double standard.
You know what? I have something that's probably gonna make the straight community but that's okay. I get dragged every 3 to 4 months, so I'm okay with that. I personally don't think someone's sexual orientation is any of y'all business. Because when you really think about it, whatever you're dating a person for, like if you're concerned about cheating, that should work regardless, right? It shouldn't matter who it is. If you're concerned about STDs, protection should be a conversation regardless. So what someone has done before you is really none of your damn business. It really does not affect the way that you encounter them or their sexual history, because that should all be conversations regardless. Women who need to know if their nigga is bisexual is homophobic. There it is. I'm gonna get dragged. Because there is no legitimate reason besides you're being uncomfortable with somebody being a man that makes you not want to do it. But logically, like, I don't want to compete with a man. You shouldn't be competing with nobody. I don't want to get STD. You don't got more STDs from straight men than whatever. Like, make it make sense to me logically why you would have to know if this person is interested in you. Why do you need to know the sexual orientation of them instead of values and other things? Like, why would that be a deal breaker unless there is a part of you that struggles with feeling like you are a part of a lifestyle that you don't like? But AIDS is not gay exclusive. Duh. See what I'm saying? That's what I mean by homophobic. AIDS and STD is not gay exclusive. Somebody having sex with the same gender does not mean they have AIDS. Matter of fact, statistic-wise, Black women are leading in AIDS, and I'm pretty sure it's not because of DL men. And a lot of time it's because of heterosexuals. So this idea of STD contraction, if you had safe protection regardless, and that conversation was done, or you were doing STD testing, what the hell would it matter who they were with? It's a dumb assumption.
I think to sit and like unpack it would be like a lot. I think definitely some of the reasoning could be hints of homophobia.
And it is. And it's okay.
According to some people's definition of homophobia, like I'm gonna just say it like that, because again, somebody could say it ain't that, I'm not homophobic, and I could understand that too. I can understand what you're saying, but I can understand how some people can say it is. And honestly, I don't give a shit. I still don't want a gay dude or a bisexual dude. Call me what you want to call me. But
I just like when people stand 10 toes in it. That's like, all I'm saying. I would prefer somebody just say, I'm not dating a bisexual man because I'm homophobic in that area. Like, I'm cool with gay friends or whatever, but I don't want to be complacent or a part of that lifestyle. I don't want to do it. I would respect that more than people trying to rationalize those types of talking points because of AIDS. AIDS is it's the same precautionaries regardless of who you sleep with. Same precautions.
Yeah, I think I don't know why people feel like, I guess it's the politically correct world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? You just can't say how you want to feel. You kind of got to tiptoe on certain stuff. In either way, it's just so hard to just really say how you feel because somebody always got something to say. Regardless of how someone feels, I'm gonna date who I want to date. That's my choice. I'm gonna share my body with who I want to share my body with. That's my choice. And if me saying I want someone that is straight, like I'm straight, is homophobic, I'm gonna take that. I think it's more so like visually for me. If I can visualize you giving a dude head, I'm turned off. I don't want you to be sucking D better than me. I don't want to have that situation.
And that's what I'm saying, though, that there's levels to homophobia, though, because my thought is, would you be thinking, oh my God, you was eating another bitch's pussy before?
Yes, I try to act like they ain't never done it.
Act like they ain't never did it. Or even this comment that says that's why the past matters. So who is going in there with she's saying, okay, so I slept with this person on October 7th in 2019. I had a threesome with this. That's not body counts in 2024. Honestly, is irrelevant because it only takes one person to contract anything. So you should be talking about preventative measures and being tested more than you should be talking about who somebody did before you.
And one thing I'm realizing too, as far as our people, is they are not getting tested like they should.
And that's the conversation. While people be concerned about the sexual orientation of people, the real conversation is people are busting up in people, and you ain't getting tested, and you're not using preventative measures.
So regardless of if they bisexual, straight, homosexual, like whatever you want to call it, testing should be happening, because even someone like me, you got to get tested. Like that is, and if a person is feeling uncomfortable with getting tested, or like, why I gotta get tested, that's a red flag, baby. All the way around. If a woman doesn't want to get tested, that's a red flag. If a man does not want to get tested, that's a red flag.
It's a red flag. So people need to get off of your body counts and who did you have sex with or what you done did in the past or all of that. That is very minute to the major question of sexual preventatives and measures. So straight people, I know y'all probably gonna really y'all gonna rewind that back. Y'all might go at me a couple of times on that, but it's a form of homophobia, and we all have some form of phobias and biases. But I just want people to own it, because once you own it, then you can unpack it.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. And I guess the reason why some people don't want to own certain stuff like homophobia or transphobia type of title is because of the backlash that comes with it. As soon as you say that, it is like kill, you're bad.
Well, let me break the ice. I still have comments in my mind or in my small circle that I have to repeat back because there might be a transphobia undertone to it. Okay. I still have to unpack certain things to actually identify whether or not what I'm saying is transphobic. The difference is that I do it in a non-public space because I am still aware that type of rhetoric is harmful to that community. Mm-hmm. But in order to unpack it, there has to be a space that I do so.
Yeah.
So you got to be honest with yourselves and be like, what is this? But I personally just feel like what people do, whether they like trans or not, it's really irrelevant. It's really irrelevant because you shouldn't be sharing your person with nobody. It's kind of irrelevant. Y'all gotta go unpack that, friends.
That part. All right. Speaking of more mess and more drama, we got another lawsuit in these streets. Y'all see this?
Jesus Christ.
Tasha K is being sued again. Yeah. Cardi B's employee. Tasha K is now facing another lawsuit. Kevin Hart this time has went out and done a lawsuit because Tasha K had his old assistant on her show and did an interview where.
And I read the documents. You know, I love good court document. I read the document, honey. I read it.
Here's my thing. I thought that he would more so be willing to sue the assistant.
She is. She's in the lawsuit as well.
Okay.
She's in the lawsuit. Okay, so here's how the lawsuit was broken down. She's in the lawsuit because she clearly broke the NDA and the confidential agreement.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
And then Kevin Hart sued Tasha K for extortion. So back in November, some representative from Tasha K, not Tasha K herself, this is what is alleged in the court docs, basically said, hey, we have your assistant who is going to be saying these damaging things. We can get rid of this interview for $100,000. That is what she is being sued for, is the extortion portion. Mm-hmm. And then the assistant is the NDA and confidentiality, which I don't know how she's getting around that. She definitely broke her NDA.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's asking for restitution back. Apparently in her NDA, she also received $30,000 additional, which is different from salary for the next 3 years. He wants that $90,000 back as well. That back as well. I don't know.
Tasha K are getting these people to interview. Like, how does she get Will Smith's little person? Like, how I know these people have to sign NDAs. So y'all just come on this little podcast, and just spill all your tea. Like, what is the where the hell they come from?
I don't think, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Tasha K seeks people out. I think they seek her out with the tea because they know that she will most likely be the person to do it. Mm-hmm. I am sure if I called Tasha K and I had some damaging information that was clickbaitable, I too could probably be sitting in the wine cellar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Tasha K goes and hunts for these people. I do think that they go and say, I would like to have an interview, and they produce whatever they have, and she determines from there whether or not it's worthy enough for her to do an interview with her audience. But I think this is a pretty strong case if there are, because there wasn't any evidence attached besides the confidentiality and the NDA that girl signed. But it wasn't an attachment in the court docs with who Kevin Hart's team spoke to on Tasha K's end to then say that an extortion email or communication was passed along. I don't know. But they did send a cease and desist letter, and that was attached. They did send a cease and desist.
Okay.
In November, I believe that was dated. We didn't see the clip until later, which makes me, if I got that detail right, which makes me believe, like, how would he have known? Like, unless somebody tipped him off to send a cease and desist before the clip even got. So there had to be something that he knew about that interview being rolled out.
Let me talk to the winos out there. Everybody that's a Tasha K fan, and y'all winos and y'all subscribe to that.
Delusional too. They don't be thinking she do nothing wrong.
Did the girl give like any really good information on that interview at all? Because I mean, you know, we seen the clips the clickbait ones that it gets you to go subscribe to Tasha K's website to see her interviews, but do the interviews actually be good? Because I'm not about to pay for that.
Good for her audience, because I mean, let's be honest, like Tasha K dipped a little bit after in subscribers when it came to Cardi B, but she's back to 1 million. Like, I don't think, as far as her fan base, I don't think that moved too much.
But I mean, I wonder how many people are actually paying for the website, because people will stay on YouTube, because every now and then she'll give a YouTube interview. You know what I mean? Like, she'll give it to you or whatever, but she's trying to get people on that website, and it's like, yeah, girl, I ain't paying for it.
Yeah, he's also suing her company and the company that's in her husband's name, which I believe is in charge of the editing of Tasha K. Like, so the husband is actually in this suit too, because his company, I believe, is in that court document as well. I don't know if she has insurance. Those are things that you definitely should do, especially the bigger that you get, is have some type of insurance for these types of matters. Or if, I don't know, it doesn't sound like it because she couldn't pay Cardi B. But she may want to invest in some type of liability insurance moving forward, because she still has that open case with R. Kelly, and that seems like a solid case on R. Kelly's behalf, that you receive those.
She came at R. Kelly hard. That was how
that to me is an open and shut, because we heard the phone calls and you should have not had access to it. So
when she first got big, it was after R. Kelly. She was going hard for him. I remember, like, that's how I started following her channel. Like, oh. So I remember.
Well, I know I heard it. I heard the R. Kelly conversations on the phone.
Yeah.
That's an open and shut to me. I don't see how you backing out of the R. Kelly lawsuit. This one, depending on if they can prove that there was an extortion type of conversation, you might get off on Kevin Hart. The girl ain't, but she might. But she ain't beating R. Kelly case.
Yeah.
And when T.S. Madison
ain't paying Cardi B. So, girl, are we seeing, like, we're seeing the fall of Diddy, and we're about to see the fall of Tasha K, because these lawsuits gonna keep rolling in.
Absolutely, because I don't personally think she's a blogger that moves with a certain level of integrity.
Right.
There's just certain things you got to learn to pass on. People that have NDAs is something. I don't know what type of team she has, because if you come to tell me some tea about your current or past employer, and I ask you, was an NDA signed like she did in that clip, and she said I found the loophole, that means you need to show me the loophole.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't even want to take that on.
Yeah.
Without you proving to me that the NDA is expired or something that my team can review. It just seemed like she'd be like, oh, okay, that's your problem. Like, and now look, it's your problem.
Yeah, exactly. That part.
That part.
Was her problem. Now it's gonna switch to you. That part.
That's our problem. Yeah. And that's what I mean. I don't think there's like a sense of integrity that I feel like she'd be lacking, because as many followers and platform that she has, I would have thought she would have had a stronger team of research and legal advice.
Yeah, agreed. Now I think that, to me, that's just bad decision making. And let's just continue on with bad decision making. Let's talk about Miss Zonnique, baby daddy. This person gets the If You Like It, I Love It award of the week.
Absolutely. Okay. Oh, I love that. I love that, Candy. I love that award.
I'm gonna create a new graphic for next week, and every week we're gonna give somebody the If You Like It, I Love It award, and it's going to Zonnique this week. Okay, Zonnique and her baby daddy are in the news. Let me see. I did write his name down. I think. What is his name?
I don't think it's relevant, to be honest.
But Van Hunter, Izzy. That's his name.
Told you, irrelevant.
Okay, and Zonnique, if you guys don't know, is the daughter of Tiny, stepdaughter of T.I. She was in the OMG Girls, and she was on the Family Hustle, T.I. and Tiny show. You know her. She's had a baby since, and she's an adult now. And this is her baby daddy. They have a YouTube channel, and they do question and answers with fans. People ask them questions. So I guess they were sitting at the house doing one live, and people was asking questions, and then this happened. So we're gonna watch this little clip, and we're gonna talk about it. Here you go.
When did you know I was the one?
What makes you think you're the one? What made you know that I was? Wait.
What made you know that I was the one? I want to marry her.
I never thought I wanted to marry her.
You never thought that in your whole entire fucking life? You gonna really sit here and pat like that, and you say that you don't
I never thought I would. The thought never went through my mind was I want to marry her.
So why you asked me to marry you?
What?
Twice.
When did I do that?
Izzy, you're a liar.
Yo, it's crazy. She over here capping, Tracy.
I can pull up the text message.
Oh, I text you asking you marry me?
You said when I get back, can we get married?
When?
And then when you got here, you asked me. You said, "Can I marry you?"
And what you say?
I said no. Is that why you don't want to admit?
You said no. Come on, brother. You know I ain't never proposed to nobody and get no's. Probably when I realized I was dealing with shit differently with you than I would deal with. Like I was changing myself for you, type shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was good.
But it's not really good to change yourself for somebody else.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. That's what I'm saying. Like, I done
feel like
felt
you change
myself being a
yourself
different
too
person. Yeah.
I have secondhand embarrassment from that. That baby said, "When did you know I was the one?" I ain't never know you was the one. Ooh, girl. Woo. Yes. How do you like? She tried to play it off and be like, like you cap. Oh my god, that is not cute. That is not cute. And then she's like, "You talking about marrying me? Me wanting to marry you? I ain't never want to marry you, girl. What?"
And then she said, "You remember the text message? Oh my god! Oh my god!" The clip that keep on giving, like when you thought it reached, it just kept going. Didn't shut the camera off.
I would have shut the camera off.
Just kept going. Baby in your lap, looking as confused as us in the camera. And it just kept on going. Yeah. I think he told her he didn't want her about 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Yes. And there was like an extended clip too where he, even said like, I had other baby mamas and I just didn't want to take away the 2-parent household from my kid, paraphrasing here. But like he told you a couple of times, you not that girl. And you said, you lying. You lying.
She tried to play it off like, oh, it's so funny.
He lying, y'all. He want me for real. You lying.
You love me. I'm the one, okay? For real. I know I'm baby mama, number 3, and my baby is the kid number 4, but we in love.
Like the embarrassment just kept going. Like I already heard about the kids. Like just kept going. I'm like.
So then they do another video, I guess, trying to explain why their situation is the way it is.
Oh, girl, I didn't see that.
Let me, and they did a couple. I only got clips, because they be talking too long. But let me see what this one's about.
So at first, man, people said you're gonna pray for it. Niggas need prayer.
Okay, can we set this record straight about our actual relationship? Are we in an actual relationship?
No, we're not. Are we?
No.
Right, we're not in no relationship.
Because when I say it, they act like I'm trying to do
But we said it on the last video. Trey P cut it out, remember?
Oh, you cut it out, Trey P?
I cut it out. Yeah, when somebody asked are we in a relationship, we both said no.
Because I think that's where the communication is, the discommunication is. People think that we're inside a relationship and that you're just basically trying to say like you really don't want to be with me, and I'm just like trying to hold on to a relationship.
Oh, so that's what y'all not understand. We're not in a relationship. So it's like anything we doing is extra.
Amazing.
For real.
But we also love each other, so
yeah.
I mean, that's really just what it is.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? But it's just like...
We remain around each other.
Yeah, we here. We motherfucking ain't going nowhere, for real. We just not in an actual relationship. So, y'all hearing from, you think we in a relationship and niggas is speaking on these things when we're not in a relationship. We're speaking on shit as co-parents and still being around each other, though, acting like a relationship.
and that's why we talk to each other like we talk on the video. Izzy just has a way of talking, period.
What you mean?
Like, you're not no disrespectful ass nigga. That's the thing. But I feel like, so what I'm trying to say is, y'all, I feel like people from Baltimore just have a way of like talking and like they just, they aren't.
You see, she tried so hard to get it cleaned up. T.I. Tip. Tip, your daughter over here on the internet.
Oh my God, I wasn't ready for that. He not no disrespectful. That motherfucker said. Ooh, I needed that laugh. My God.
They're not together, so I don't know why she asked him when did he realize she was the one, because they ain't together. Why
would you even ask that question? What are you talking about? You make it seem like we misinterpreted what was happening. Girl.
They tried though. They did try. They tried. Oh my gosh. Okay.
That really is Tiny's daughter.
That girl. Girl.
That's Tiny's daughter.
Girl.
That's
all right. Let me get in on this other hot topic. What's the tea? Girl, what is going on over at TGIF Fox Soul, honey? So y'all know on TGIF Fox Soul weekly now, every night at 8:00, which they're probably on right now. They have a show where they do for an hour where they're covering like hot topics, politics, everything in the media. And the show started with Claudia Jordan, Funky Dineva, Al Reynolds, and Gary with the T. Gary with the T had to leave because Ricky Smiley said, if you're going to stay on my show, you can't do that. Because supposedly Ricky Smiley ain't F with Claudia. So Gary left. Then they just stand down to Claudia, Al, and Funky Dineva. They have been doing it for a little couple of years, I think, and it was doing good for them, I guess. What happened was Funky Dineva decided to leave the show. When he decided to leave the show, he gave us a video, and it seemed very like respectful, very amicable. I'm gonna let y'all watch his little goodbye video.
But know that there is no love lost between me and the Fox Soul organization, all the people that work there. Me, Al, and Claudia, all of us are good. It just simply came down to a matter of business, finance, and time. So the very short version of the story is, when we were working 2 days a week, we were being paid at a certain rate. Let's just say $20 a show. We were being paid $20 a show for 2 days a week. And when we moved to 5 days a week, they said, okay, we're going to move you guys to 5 days a week, but instead of paying you $20 a show, we're going to pay you $17 a show. And all of us fought it. You know, we were like, well, wait a minute. Why are you cutting our pay rate? You know what I'm saying? And the general attitude was like,
so that's like the basis of it. So what happened was he gave us that video. They gave us the video wishing him well, saying we love you, you know, carry on with your career, good luck, all that stuff. They had a young lady that had been co-hosting as a guest for them occasionally. I think she has like a show on Fox, so that's kind of a little more news oriented, a little more serious. You know, they're tea and hot stuff or whatever. And she's a little more serious. They had her come in that first week and fill in that third guest spot. The next week, they announced on Sunday that the next day, Flame Monroe was coming on. Now, there was some type of underlying beef between Funky and Flame Monroe that I actually had been privy to a little bit, because there was one episode where on TGIF where they were talking about Flame Monroe, and Funky didn't like Flame Monroe because Funky feels that Flame panders to the heterosexual people with Flame Monroe's comments. So Funky said that Flame will never be on this show. So the fact that once Funky leave, Flame come in as a guest host, I was like, oh, when I saw the ad for Flame Monroe being the guest, I went straight to Funky's page because I am messy. I went straight over to Instagram to Funky's page like, oh, because you said Flame would never be on this show. I'm messy like that. Went over to Funky's page, and Funky was like, oh, y'all trying to play in my face. Okay, I'm going to go live about something. So instantly I'm thinking, yeah, Funky mad about this Flame thing. So then Funky does a little thing, you know, video saying, I'm going to go live tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do a show at 8 o'clock. I got you, because that's the competing time with TGIF. So Funky start going live now every Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock, and numbers is killing TGI, Friday TGIF numbers because people are going over the Funky stuff. Now, first, Funky show was messy. Funky was going off and saying certain kind of stuff. Let me show y'all how it started. This is somebody on TikTok. I couldn't find just the clip of Funky doing it without somebody else like peeking their head, but it's the best of guys. So here we go.
I just saw the bullshit that a bitch pulled for what it was, and I had to let that hoe know I got her number and don't play with me in my motherfucking face. There's a lot of shady shit going on in the background that's been going on in the background since day one, and I stayed quiet about it, and I'm going to remain to stay quiet about it because I don't indulge in mess. Bitches is not going to play in my face in 2024.
Girl, we got to talk about this Funky Dineva and Claudia Jordan tea. Before I start, please don't.
Okay, so she was giving her commentary. Shout out to that young lady. Y'all can go follow her on TikTok. But that was the first video that Funky gave us. When Funky had the "My hair is laid" old school Funky that had us following Funky in the first place before we start being like, nah, Funky, you a little, I would have to pull away from you. So, and it was still messy tea. So then Claudia goes live, I guess, after that show situation. Here we go.
I'll follow if you disrespect what's me and yell at me and make me cry. So yes, I did. Okay? That's all I'm giving y'all tonight.
Me, I'm not fighting with him, and now I'm gonna leave it at that.
Because we love him.
I wanted him on the show, loved him on the show. Yeah. He's a talent. Didn't tell me that he was leaving. Didn't have any conversation with me about his issues with the contract. I was the last one to find out. So when I found out, we had to scramble and just grab people to get on the show. That is that. We said a very classy goodbye to him on the show. He posted it. He has since deleted it. And then he keeps calling me bitches and all kind of names on his live. So I blocked him because I have to protect my peace. And that's that. I'm not arguing with people in this 2024. I'm not doing it. I was known for being in people's chats. What, am I wrong for doing this?
Well, let me tell you something. I got motherfucking time.
Okay. So then Funky went back and let us know that Flame is not the one that he was talking about, because people was thinking it was Flame, and Funky said, no, it actually ain't Flame. Flame is just a pawn in the middle of all this. My beef is with Claudia Jordan. That B, he actually said it, y'all. So it's real messy over in the TGIF Fox Soul situation. Okay, this is not a mess. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with that show, but what I do see, honestly, y'all, okay, so Funky Dineva, you're able to clearly do live shows and pull in numbers and do great by yourself without, the help of Fox Soul. So hey, this makes you actually do some work and build your brand. That's great opportunity for you with Fox Soul and TGIF. If you guys are going to keep this show going, I think it gives the opportunity to have different people just keep guest co-hosting. They had Flame Monroe, and then this week they had I can't think of the person's name, but this is someone who Norman. Is it Norman? I don't know. Norman is a person from Wendy Williams show. Dang it. Somebody. Dustin. I think it's Dustin.
I love Dustin. Yes.
I like Dustin. So Dustin is the guest host this week. So if they keep pulling people like that, like especially some of our YouTube faves, because a lot of people are coming into this YouTube world, right? And they're like, they get to come in with big numbers already versus people that's been doing it for like 10 years that slowly get into like the 50K, 75K mark, that's been doing it forever. It's crazy to see how other people like a Fox Soul, like a Carlos King, like a Shay Shay, Club Shay Shay, they just come in, boom, and knock all the other YouTubers out the way. It's nice if Fox Soul keeps bringing up YouTubers as like the guest host for a week. I like the opportunity. They be getting thousands of dollars that week, plus some notoriety, plus being up here and they get another platform and showcase their actual YouTube platform. I like that for people. And I think that's
the recipe. I think if they do like Kemp Empire, DJ Richie Sky, people who have been also talking about these hot topic genres, and you kind of pulling them and pulling whatever fan base they have over to TGIF, I think is better suited, because I think what made that kind of work is that Funky had been on YouTube. And so you take that component out. I think I do. I agree. I think that would have been a really good PR strategy, is not necessarily looking for another celebrity to fill his spot, but kind of rotating to YouTubers that talk about the niche and pulling their fan base over to that network. But I'm not a real huge fan of Funky Dineva. I feel like Funky Dineva gives me, out of 100 videos, maybe 3 that I'll agree with as far as his talking points.
Right.
And then the rest of it, I feel like, is a lot of contradictory. Like even the first clip we saw where he was like, I don't indulge in mess. Yes, you do. You all here.
Yeah.
So if you all here, then I cannot stand when they do that. If you gonna get on here and put that wig on and you want to say it's a lot of shady stuff behind the scenes, then what is it? Because to me, it looks like you're bullying. What is the problem? You calling her out her name, you're saying these things. So if there was like some agreement that she wouldn't bring on somebody you don't mess with, or if she sidetracked a deal or whatever the case may be, if you gonna come and call her bees and say somebody playing in your face, then what is they playing in your face about? Right. These bloggers want to give everybody else's tea but they own. If you in the spotlight and you decide, because we would have never known this, sir. You kind of brought whatever tension that I saw to the internet. So to me, you should have spilled it out.
Honestly, the show goes on, and I feel like, for me, because Funky tried to say it wasn't the Flame Monroe thing, I really feel like it was, because you said on Fox, so on TGIF, that Flame Monroe will never be on the show. Second week after you gone, Flame Monroe on the show for a week. I felt like you felt like they slapped you in your face. Like, hey, how can we leave amicably? You said you was cool with it. I'm cool with it. You wish me well. I wish y'all well. And now you got this person I don't rock with as a guest host. I don't like that. And it rubbed Funky the wrong way. I feel like Funky tried to play it, like go another way with saying, oh, Claudia, da, da, da. But Claudia is doing a job. If Claudia is one of the producers of this show, she has to bring somebody else in. If she wasn't privy to you leaving in the first place and didn't know, she had the one lady host that week, and then she brought somebody that actually got a little bit of followers. Flame, she was trying to keep bringing people coming. This is a job. Just like one thing Funky has said, when Funky try to make friends with these reality stars, and then Funky has to get on YouTube and review it. And when you review something and the reality star don't like what you said in your review, it messed our friendship up. You're doing the same thing with these people. It's business. You know what I mean? It is business. So
that's why I said he's a walking, talking contradiction.
Yeah, because you do it too. And you don't dish out a certain type of loyalty that you want everybody else to have to you. I don't think that's right. Like, I feel like him and DJ Richie Sky are friends. But if they offer DJ Richie Sky some money to come up here for a week, you gonna be mad? You ain't friends with him no more? Why? It's opportunity for him. You left.
He's a walking, talking contradiction. And in the next week or two, he'll call another black woman a bitch or something else. Like, he's a walking, talking contradiction. And I just wish him the best of luck, but it's just not I followed him in the past, but again, you know how you'll follow somebody based off of what that initial content that you interacted with, and then sometimes when you start to see more, you realize that that's not the content you really like. That's how it was with me and Funky Dineva. Like,
what happened with me and Funky,
and then it was like, nah, I'm good.
What happened with me and Funky was, I think Funky started smelling himself a little too much for my taste. Like, it started getting like, I'm better than everybody else beneath me. I'm doing this. I'm over here. My money's like this. My money's long. I'm going to wear this. Oh, you can't afford no Gucci? Because I got on Gucci. And it was like, okay, hold on, cuz. Like, you doing a lot. And that's what turned me off initially. But again, Funky pulls me in because Funky is my birthday twin. So I'm always like,
I think I could tolerate Funky more if he just would own whatever the fuck he be on. I would have rather him said some shit, because I be doing this, and I be honest, like, you ever had a breakup or somebody do you dirty?
Yeah.
And you don't want them to be happy until you get there?
Yes.
I own it. Like, I'll be like, nah, I ain't in that space, because I want you to suffer. I want you to fall down a flight of steps. I want to see it before I get over it. I'd rather you own that, right? Yeah. Funky doesn't own it. Like, it's like, he'll backpedal and then he'll do an apology and then he'll do the same stuff. Just own it. Like when you was talking about Blue Ivy and the kid, for you to be talking about another person, you know, a couple weeks later that you got to apologize for, or Chloe or whatever, just own it. Just say, when I do it, it's cool. When you do it, I got a problem.
Right. And that's it. That's it. So again,
I love it.
With their little drama they're on right now, we're gonna probably be off and y'all can go to them, but stay with us. Viral video of the week, y'all. Viral video of the week. After this show, I'm gonna work on my graphics. You see, I had a few today, but I, was working on the kids and doing other kind of stuff too. It was a snow day, so I'm gonna have my graphics where it says like viral video of the day. But the viral moment that I got for y'all. Y'all watch this. This is what standing on business look like to me. Okay, watch. Happy New Year. Okay. I know. What is he doing? What is he doing over here? Who is you? Is Craig in there? What are you worried about Craig? Is Craig in there? Ma'am, this is my car. Okay. Okay, I made payments on this car. If he said that was his car. What is my car doing over here? You gotta ask him that. You need me to go get him? Tell Craig to come out of there. No, I'm not telling Craig to go do nothing. Ma'am, what is my car doing in your yard? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because guess what? He's gonna be. Don't worry about it. You finna be taking him home, or he's finna be walking, baby. How did you even know the car? Don't worry about it, because this is my car. It's a tracking device on this car. This is my car. I make the payments on this car. I got this car for Craig, but not for Craig to be over here with you. You need to go get a car for Craig so he can come over here and see you in it, not my car. So you just gonna leave this man stranded over here without a car? You really just about to leave this man stranded over here without a car? You don't see that? You don't even took off in the car. You don't even took off in the car.
Why that whole interaction remind me of, hello, Barbara, this is Shirley.
Yes.
I just want to let you know that the car that he drives, that every piece of food he eats, I buy. That gave me, Barbara, this is Shirley. And she wasn't even mean to the lady. She said, excuse me, ma'am. She didn't call you no B. She said that. Is he in there? Because this is my car that I'm paying payments on. She just needed to know the location, because why is this car here? Now, if y'all wasn't messing around, you could have been like X, Y, and Z. Maybe she would have let that car stay. But see, you giving that energy. She said, okay, you keep the man. I'm about to take my car. Have a wonderful day. You be blessed. There's a tracking device in it. You be blessed.
That lady said, you just gonna take this car and leave him stranded? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Definitely.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yes. Absolutely. You be blessed. Have a nice day.
If you can take him home. You figure out the way he needs to get to there. Because I didn't buy him this car to be at your house. So
listen. So all my Barbaras and Shirley, this is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Go get your things.
Get your stuff. Just keep it moving.
And keep it moving.
We ain't gonna fight over him. Get our belongings and keep it moving. Oh, he needs to be living here with you. Okay. This is where he's gonna be staying now. You now have a new roommate that doesn't pay bills. Congratulations. Have a great day. Sure. He's not gonna be over here at my house. Come on.
I just want to ask my auntie why you buy that man that car.
Yeah. Auntie was tracking his device though. That's why she bought him that car. She ain't just buy him a car and give it to him. She bought a car with a tracking device.
Don't you put not nan car, not nan another name for nobody else. That's the only thing, Auntie. You handled that really well. But don't you put not nan nothing in your name. Nothing else.
I want the follow-up video. Like what happened when Craig found out the car was gone? Like, can we get an update from this situation? Auntie, Did he call you acting crazy? Did he explain himself? What happened?
I be wondering if shit like this being scared only because who uploaded it? It wasn't Craig.
No, it wasn't. It was the other girl. It wasn't Craig and it wasn't Auntie. It was the lady who whose house he was at, because she posted and said, no, she didn't come up to my house like this.
Oh, so she embarrassed herself.
Yes, she did.
Ah,
She was gonna come the other way, and everybody was like,
okay. Okay. What is this kink for embarrassment people got?
Girl,
What is this kink that's going on?
No, because they keep doing it.
They keep doing it. Remember, I sent you the video of the lady eating the mouse on the Sealand Bull. We got Zonnique, you know, Simone Biles' husband.
Yes.
You know, like, what is this kink of I'm fit to let myself be embarrassed in front of millions of people all across the globe? What is this?
I tried to upload the mouse and it wouldn't let me download, y'all.
I haven't screamed that loud in my living room for a long time. I haven't screamed like that to the heavens.
It got worse. It got worse. And I was like, what? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think honestly, Karma, we need to make a calendar.
We do. We need to start our bingo.
Yeah, we need to
because you know what else you forgot? The man that went and reached to the judge,
yes,
yes, and got to her ass in the 0 seconds.
Yes,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know that the judge is not at eye level. He was able to project his body. I don't know if he ran and did it or if this was just planted ground and did one of these over to her. Because it's not an eye level. There was height to get over to her.
You said the ancestors lifted him up over. Ancestors gave him that boost.
And you know what? The ancestors also got him locked up because I saw a follow-up video and that white lady said on counts 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. When I say you should go to jail for a long, long time, sir. They couldn't wait to charge you, sir.
He knew that was gonna happen. They knew that was gonna happen.
You know,
speaking of embarrassing moments, a grandbaby posted this video thinking it was romantic, and they embarrassed their grandma. Watch this.
I'm sorry.
My grandpa could come over to my grandma's house to get food every other week, even though they've been divorced for 20 years and he's remarried. So grandpa get blocking. Granny ain't got no new man. They've been divorced for 20 years and this dude still been coming to her house every other weekend for food when he got a wife. That ain't romantic.
Miss Geneva, you fit to get Miss Geneva about her goddamn walker. She fit to be some ass. I don't know why I keep playing with our grandmas and grandpas like that. But what you eating over there? Because you can stay over there and eat.
Okay.
You ain't gotta eat over there every other week.
I wasn't looking like, you know, she's happy he was sitting there. It was like, oh, here, nigga. Like, girl, why you feeding him? Lock your door.
And made his plate and everything.
And served him. Served it to the man. Okay. I get it occasionally. You know, my ex-husband stopped by. We had something to eat. You know, he here for kids' party or Christmas. Yeah, you can get a plate. You here. But
I hope Miss Geneva steal every cast iron skillet grandma got. Because why are y'all playing with people in 2024? Why are y'all playing with people? Why did you put that up there for your girl? Like you said, why is you embarrassing your grandma like that? You embarrass your grandma and you done got your grandpa fucked up.
Right.
Because she probably thought he was up here playing pro keno with his friends every other week at whatever time.
Mm-hmm. He don't like Miss Shirley cooking. Miss Shirley can't cook. She, you know, he married her to take his wife, but her food ain't never been good. That's what it is.
And even if her food wasn't good, I'd have cut that nigga tongue out at 70 years old if you ever tell a bitch I can't cook.
I I got one more last hot topic, and I wasn't gonna do this, but I got to because it's still bothering me. I posted it to Karma and my boyfriend there earlier, and I posted to my friend group. Y'all, there's this show out called Smothered on TLC.
Show is, girl.
And there's some weird stuff on this show, right? I know overbearing mothers. I know mothers that live vicariously through their children and stuff like that. It happens. It's ridiculous. I know. But I've seen a freaking skit or a scene from a mother-in-law that has an inappropriate relationship with her son-in-law. I'm going to just show y'all that, and then y'all going to have to do some deep diving to understand this situation. But it bothers me, y'all. It bothers
day that these two are not.
My mother-in-law and I have been close for a very long time, and her moving here has just forced us to get even closer.
Oh.
I hope that her coming down here would help them be closer, get closer, address a lot of their issues, and then move past it together. Enjoying each other's company and like not having to worry or stress. A good time for a few hours.
Oh, you like spending time.
I do.
That's nice.
Get it.
It on thick. She's touching.
We gotta go. Get off the phone. Get off the phone. Baby, let me call. Okay. Yeah, but let me call you back right after this game. Did you have to?
Did y'all see the mother-in-law and her son-in-law sharing a donut out of each other's mouths? Did y'all see that?
Yeah, they real disturbing. There's a clip where she helping them in the bathroom, shaving, all types of stuff.
Girl, I watched it. I went on my Discovery Plus and I went to watch the show, right? And I fast forward through everything but these people. I kept watching every scene with these people. She had a Q-tip, put it in her mouth and cleaned his ear. She keep holding his hand. She lean on him, lay on him. She be feeding them food. They out of each other's mouths and stuff. They make up dances together, uncomfortable dances together and stuff. He'll leave his pregnant wife, her daughter, to tend to their two toddlers while he go and cook with mom. Pregnant wife had to go to the baby shower. He made her drive his mother and aunt while he go drive his mother-in-law in another car. Girl, what is going on with this mother-in-law and this son? Like, this is not just this ain't even a healthy. She just look at him as her son situation.
No, she's having an emotional relationship with her daughter's husband.
He letting it happen.
At the minimum, that's what they're doing. Minimum.
Girl, she put a donut in her mouth and fed him. That's more than emotion.
Yeah, they couldn't wait. That's one of their favorites.
It was like they was making out.
Yeah. I don't know how that young lady does it, because I would have taken the entire lips off my mama's face. You understand? That ninja can go, but I'd have beat like I probably would have blacked out on my mama, because ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Girl, I showed it to my dad. I said, hey, come here, because he took my son to go out in the snow. I need you to sit and watch this real quick. Does this look like bad to you? Because I'm over here, man, this ain't even my situation. I be trying to fight my mama and my husband. I be squaring up every time to fight, and they go, I can't be here. They be kicked out the house. Y'all gotta go. Like, y'all watch Smothered. It is ridiculous. It is.
And I want to know why that wife told us about it. Like, what's the finances like? Because I don't know what you want us to do or anything. You know what to do. Like, pack your things and get out of Dodge. What are you trying to like? Why would you want to sign up for this?
Why?
I just said this embarrassment can't people on.
I have a really bad case of secondhand embarrassment. It's bad for me. So I understand it's them. But I'm the type of person where I feel it when somebody else is, you know what I mean? Even if they don't think they should be embarrassed, when they should be embarrassed, I feel it. Like, you ain't embarrassed, sis. Because I'm embarrassed for you.
Because because she wasn't in scene, like, even if you didn't know that they was feeding donuts in each other's mouths, you've seen enough that you know that it's inappropriate. And so for you to want to share that intimate moment with us, With no resolution, no packing your bags to go, and we following your journey. You just want to show us that your mama like your husband.
Yeah,
I am embarrassed
because his mother on the last episode they had, his mother and his aunt was in town, and they were seeing it for the first time, and they like, oh hell no, what the, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, okay, real people, because I was looking for some real people that's gonna say something. Like his mom, and I found out that he actually, I was like, maybe he ain't got a mama. Maybe his mama deceased. Or, you know, I was thinking that. No, his mama is in his life. She is his only child, right? So she's very involved, but she ain't like that involved. You know, she let her son have a life. She came down for the baby shower and she saw it. She told the daughter-in-law, you're going to have to put your foot down and do something. You strong. You're going to have to stop this because this ain't cool. She told her son it wasn't right. He like, Mom, you being a hater. Girl, I was like,
hey, you know what? Let that have been my son. I'm gonna beat that old bitch's ass. I had to tell my daughter-in-law that I'm gonna beat your mama ass, and I'm gonna beat my son ass for you. This is ridiculous. But I'm gonna start with this old bitch, and I'm gonna work my way down.
Yes.
And I would have told her to go ahead and get some baby shower meatballs because we fit to wrap this bitch up.
Yes. Wrap it up. I would have too. And that was, I was saying too, like mothers and fathers and people with children, when your children is grown, we're not gonna make excuses for our kids.
Absolutely.
Parent. We're still their parent. And
I'd have helped my daughter-in-law pack.
Period. She would have came with me. You know what?
Come on, we leaving both of them. We leaving both of them. We up out of here.
Yeah.
Girl, I'd have been like, I'd have called my other girls and been like, get the gifts, pack it up in the backseat of the car, let's go.
Yes,
let's go.
We out of here. We out.
We out of here.
This is ridiculous. Girl,
I'm
don't call me. I'm gonna keep watching the train wreck now because I didn't know this was possible. I need to see her leave, but she did give him an ultimatum. She said she needs to leave and whatever. He said, I think that's too quick to make her leave. She was like, she can leave or the both of y'all can leave, but that's gonna happen. I was like, okay, at least somebody's starting to put their foot down because this ain't it. This ain't it. All right, last topic, y'all. Last topic of the evening. We are bringing up Miss Taraji P. Henson. Y'all know that The Color Purple is out now. It came out on Christmas. It was hopeful to do some really high numbers. And initially, like when it first came out, the numbers was doing pretty good. But then the numbers start dying down and an aftermath of a lot of press tour conversations that people are saying. So Taraji, initially when she first got on press tour with Oprah and Fantasia and Danielle, and they started doing the press tour for Color Purple, it was honestly, initially it was really positive. They all seemed like they loved each other. Everything was, oh my goodness, Auntie Oprah, oh yeah, I'm so excited. And like all the stuff was good. And then all of a sudden the clip came out with Taraji talking about how hard it is as a Black woman in Hollywood. And then that kind of started becoming the focal point from the press tour from then on out, which was kind of weird. Instead of talking about the movie a whole bunch, we start seeing a whole bunch of these clips of Taraji talking about, you know, Black Hollywood and how Black women particularly are treated. So let me show y'all a couple of clips really quick.
Y'all know I've been doing this a while. And I've been on productions where I've been the only Black person, the only female, and I needed things and I didn't have anybody I could call. I just had to bite the bullet and I had to show up every day with grace and I had to do my job. It's happened more times than you would ever know. So to be in this position, that's why I tell y'all, this is special. This is special. This doesn't happen often. It's the thing about Black women. They don't hear our tears. They don't hear our pain. That goes on in Hollywood. It goes on more often than you know. So when you see a Black woman show up on this screen, notice she had to work quadruple hard, or whatever the word is, than her counterparts. Know that she's getting paid just a fraction of what her counterparts are getting paid. And we do it with grace each and every time. We show up and give it our all. Please take that into consideration. So thank you for everything you fought for us and stood up for us.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathing. And when you start working a lot, you know, you have a team. Big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. The fact that we're up, there's a whole entire team behind us. They have to get paid. So when you hear someone saying, oh, such and such made $10 million, no, that's not, that didn't make it to their account. Know that off the top, Uncle Sam is getting 50%. That's right. Okay? So do the math. Now we have 5 million. Your team is getting 30% or whatever your team is off of what you grossed. Sometimes not more. After what Uncle Sam took. Now do the math. So I'm only human, and it seems every time I do something and I break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again, like I never did what I just did, and I'm just tired. I'm tired.
She also has said like she almost didn't do Color Purple, and then also Danielle Brooks had explained something about how when Color Purple first started, how the conditions were a little rough, and I got that clip as well.
When we first came in and we were doing rehearsal, and they put us all in the same space. Like we didn't have our own dressing rooms at the time, and they did not give us. Sorry, Miss O, we didn't have no food.
She had no idea.
She didn't know what was going on.
She had no idea.
She was like,
I heard about it.
And you corrected it for us. You corrected it.
Didn't I call you?
Yes, and I was like, Miss O, we gotta fix this. And she said, say less. And was it not
And
fixed?
that's what I appreciated, though. You were our voice, because a lot of times, yes, I've done a lot of TV. I've done a lot of films, specifically independent films. But this is my first studio film. So sometimes you do come in just saying, okay, well, I'm going to just take whatever they give me. I'm just happy to be here, you know? But you spoke up for us, and you showed me how to do that. But what I've really enjoyed is your sisterhood is authentic, and it's real. It's not this fake.
So the press tour kind of switched situations like that, like more of problems that Black women have to face in Hollywood in trying to build a career. We've seen Viola Davis talk about this. We've seen Monique talk about this. So this conversation came up. So people started saying stuff like, you know, we already look at Oprah a little skip for other situations anyway. So it was like, oh, it's Oprah, it's the Color Purple, it's Oprah. So then a few people were saying boycott the Color Purple because they're not paying doing the people right. And also people were saying boycott the Color Purple because it has hints of lesbian scenes in there, which was weird because anything that as far as hinting to lesbian was and then as well. So it was weird for people to act like that wasn't a part of Color Purple. But since this happened, the numbers for the Color Purple have actually gone down. They were going up, but they started going down. So then Taraji recently made a statement saying that she feels like maybe what she's been seeing on the press tour has actually affected, you know, the actual film, this beautiful movie. And she's trying to say, I hope people can look at it. So now the Color Purple is currently streaming live on Prime, Amazon Prime. You can pay for it, you can rent it, and you can pay to watch it. It's still at the movies as well, but I don't think it was supposed to come to Prime this fast. I had pre-ordered it on Christmas and it was supposed to come in March. It's available for me now to watch. I watched it last night. I'm gonna watch it again tonight. I thought it was good. I like the Color Purple though, and I love Fantasia, and I like musicals. So for me, it wasn't. And I've seen the musical. I read the book. I watched the original. So like, it wasn't a issue for me. But do you think that this is in the same thing. Do you think Taraji has blackballed herself in a sense? And also, do you feel like her statements on the press tour had any effect on the numbers for The Color Purple?
Yeah, but wasn't that the point? Yes to all of that, but wasn't that the point? See, I think the misstep is that Taraji thought that she was going to be able to talk about this and there wasn't going to be any repercussions. If you want to make a stand and you want to discuss the inequities and disparities of pay, you have to be disruptive. That means that I will burn this bridge down with me on it until you pay people, right? Like, so you doing an interview after the press tour about what conditions were with The Color Purple may not have been disruptive. People may not have or may not have watched it, but people's eyes were on this press tour with The Color Purple. So if you were supposed to highlight an injustice, then stand 10 toes on it. And some of that repercussion may have been people are not going to watch it just in support of or solidarity to. I'm not watching nothing where y'all don't have to pay people. If that wasn't the point, then what did you tell us for?
Yeah, I don't think it was thought out.
That's the part I'm confused about. I thought that was the goal. Yeah. You don't get to talk about your job and there not be repercussions. But if it's like I'm standing on business and this is bigger than the job, this is bigger than the movie, this is bigger than whatever. Because let's be real. A lot of people still didn't even know it was a musical. I'm not sure what the musical's target audience was. I don't know if you were trying to bring in like Gen Zers, like a new audience to Color Purple. I'm not sure what it was, because the difference between The Color Purple and the remake of Dreamgirls or The Wiz or whatever is that they always had very relevant singers at that particular time. And with The Color Purple's cast, I feel like all of the singers were for millennials and up. With the exception of Halle
and her,
there wasn't a lot of newness as far as age or young people in this movie that people knew to draw in a newer crowd. So I wasn't sure, but a lot of people didn't even know it was a musical. Like you said, they didn't even know that Shook was gay and had a relationship with Celie. And we didn't ask for it. We didn't ask for this. I'm cool with The Color Purple. And I would have wanted to see this on Broadway. I never needed to see it in my living room. I didn't even need to see it. But yeah, her comments absolutely disrupted the sales of the damn movie. But like I said, I thought that was the point. And if that was not her point, then yeah, I guess you do owe everybody an apology. If you want to just continue to take pennies on a nickel or a dollar or whatever, and continue.
I think maybe she meant to talk about what this is going on. I don't think her grievances was with The Color Purple, right? I just think that
it absolutely was what the grievances was with The Color Purple. It was. If your experience was correct, you nor Danielle or Fantasia would have had anything negative to say.
Right.
So your grievance is how you're being treated, including if it is a Black producer there. You guys are still being treated like shit. So your grievance are absolutely with The Color Purple.
I don't think that's what she meant, though. I don't think that's what she meant as far as with The Color Purple. I think her grievances was with Warner Brothers, right? But being that Warner Brothers is the one that's over Color Purple, if you sit and you talk bad about them while they're trying to push this movie out, it's not going to do good numbers for the movie. And you got to be willing to take that. And if that's what you were trying to do, what were you trying to do? You know, like, it's just weird to me. Like,
weird energy to me, because with Warner Brothers, even if you like, I'm upset with Warner Brothers, how was you gonna get them back if it wasn't gonna be with the numbers? If it wasn't gonna hit their pockets, how were you gonna make them listen?
But it's also, again, which you have to be willing to stand in. You know what I'm saying? Like Monique stood in it. You gotta be willing to stand in it. Because you was in this movie. right? And if this movie doesn't do good, that affects you still. You know what I'm saying? Because you signed up to be in this movie. So you
and if this movie did well, it affects you still because you still ain't making no money.
Right.
So now you got to stand on business.
Yeah.
Taraji ain't standing on business.
Mm-hmm.
If she would have did a separate interview and then talked about the inequities, you still could have blackballed yourself. You still could have. If you gave any examples or whatever the case may be, or the fact that you are even spreading this information could still affect your partnerships, because then people are going to wonder if you're going to release information about your past, or you may be someone that doesn't do well on press tours or whatever the case may be. Once you decide to speak on your ex-employers or any types of relationships when it comes to discrimination, sexual harassment, inequalities of pay, you are putting a target on your back. So either you stand on business, or next time you get a job, just go about your day. Just go about your day. But I don't know why people think they could be talking. Like, I don't know why people think that if you are trying to get equality, you ain't gonna piss somebody off, or it ain't gonna be no repercussions. What is we talking about? Hell no, I ain't seeing Color Purple. Taraji told me everything I needed to know. Oprah ain't getting shit. Because I knew it. And Oprah was already on my side eye list. And can't nobody tell me nothing. The fact that Oprah keeps saying, I didn't know that y'all wasn't eating. I didn't know. What do you know, Oprah? Everybody don't always want to pull this I don't know card. Who's responsible? Who's responsible if it ain't the boss? So you're not a boss? You Letitia from Love and Marriage? Are you the boss or you're not the boss? Anything that goes right or wrong is your responsibility. It's your responsibility. You hired or put in place these systems. If those things weren't done, you are the culprit. Period. It costs to be the boss, Oprah. And what I don't understand is why Taraji had to call you to fix her pay. That wasn't something with all of the fodder going on in the industry. You didn't feel the need to already insert your dominance in. Hey, I done heard Viola, Monique, and the rest of the girls tell me they ain't getting paid. So I want to make sure from jump, these are the systems to be able to tell how they're going to get paid. This is the scale. Somebody had to call you to tell you that? Girl, go to hell. I don't believe it. I don't know what talking about. I don't.
So,
and as a black woman who had to come up from the bottom of the mud allegedly to get here, she can kiss my ass. Taraji and them shouldn't have to say nothing. She should have been able to assert herself in that Warner Brothers room and lay down and stand on business. Period. Everybody should have their own car from jump. Those should have been negotiation things that to me should have been done. What the hell happened then when you did that Tyler Perry movie for Color Girls? See, I want people to come out and tell me the tea. She was a part of For Color Girls too, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if they had what they had over there, because Tyler Perry Productions is a little to me too, because y'all be filming everything in 2 hours and it shows. I want to know
that's facts. That's facts.
Facts. I'll be like, we gonna put out production, a whole movie with bad wigs, bad dialogue, bad writing in 2 hours. I want to know what's like over there too.
Although I am for The Color Purple. Let me just say that. You can definitely tell that this is going to be the year of exposure for a lot of different things. Hopefully we can see a lot more of it. I'm good with it, because I'm tired of people not putting names on stuff. I'm tired of bad stuff not being exposed. Like, like I watched the interview on the Breakfast Club with Erica Alexander, and you guys should watch that. It was actually really good. She is a very intelligent woman, and the way she broke down the way Hollywood is and how, she broke it down so much better. You know what I'm saying? Where in more detail you can actually listen. But again, this is stuff that you would have to go to see. It's not getting that much attention like we were getting attention on Taraji Color Purple. We were seeing it a lot. I haven't seen very many clips of Erica. I haven't seen very many interviews, you know what I mean? And what she's saying, because she's saying the same things, but the type of movie that she's doing, the way she's kind of centered her career, she can do that. She stands on business all the time. Like, that's just who she is. and she don't back down. She don't hide from it. She don't run from it. She ain't never like, oh yeah, let me fix this. She always say who she is. When she talk about In Living Color, in Living Single, she say what In Living Single was like, how they was, how they came out first, but they didn't get the money, how their numbers was matching with other, you know what I mean, like white shows that was at the same time frame, but they still weren't getting the funds for their stuff. So she explains a lot of that kind of stuff, and she's always did it. She's always stood on business, and she's doing right now, what is it, American Fiction is actually out, and that's a movie that she's involved in, and I'm gonna check it out as well. But Color Purple was good, y'all. I do say,
I mean, if you love Color Purple, or if you knew the Color Purple, like you haven't watched it, I would definitely say go watch definitely the original, and it has Oprah in it. It's a wonderful film. It's a great film, and watch the new one if you choose to. I just don't. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't like Oprah. I don't like the way Oprah moves. And I'm tired of Oprah always being able to use this shield of ignorance to not be held accountable for the wealth and power that she possesses.
Yeah. Now for me, I have agreed with you on the Oprah thing. I have been skeptical about Oprah for some years now. You know what I'm saying? And if it was just the Oprah project, I would have even ignored it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even watch I need to watch the interviews, because one thing I am is a Fantasia fan, right? I'm a support Fantasia. Screw everybody else. I'm a support Fantasia. That's my damn friend. I'm a supporter. So I'm gonna watch Color Purple over and over and over again because my girl shines in that movie. And this daggone controversy can't stop her shining. She did amazing. She said her acting was amazing, and I felt like it was a moment for her to redeem herself in acting, because the last time we seen her in the TV, like an acting thing on a movie, was her Lifetime movie, and people dogged her out so bad that this was like, oh, she did so good. So I want her to
Fantasia had got raves when she did it on Broadway.
She did.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know, with us watching The Color Purple, girl, what's the goal? Because it ain't for them to get money. Like me watching The Color Purple does what for Fantasia and Taraji and them? What does it do? Because it sounds as if from multiple people in the industry, once they break a ceiling, they go to the next one, right? Like they still start from what are we watching for? Why do I need to feel the need to support it if the issue is still there? Because I already seen The Color Purple.
I guess because if I did something, right, like a big project, or if I wrote a book, I put my heart and soul into a book, and I really worked my ass off really hard on this book, and the book got published under some company, and I'm getting screwed over. I wouldn't say don't get my book, because my heart is in that damn book. I would like for people to read my book. I worked really hard on this. So even though, the back end might not be money or whatever, Danielle did her thing as Sophia.
I heard.
Fantasia did her thing as Celie. So they worked their asses off. So if nothing else, just to see they work, just to see what they put in, because they actually put work in on this. So that's why I would say watch it, if nothing else, just to see. Because again, we watched the original Color Purple, and we like, yo, this is a classic. This is amazing. Look at the new one. The new girls did their thing. You can't do nothing but be shocked at the new girls. They did it. So just because they worked their asses off is why I would say check it out. Not necessarily to give them nothing, but it's over and did the work now. Shit. You know what I mean? See what they did. But I do understand both sides of it. But
yeah,
I'm
feel you see my face.
It's all right. We're gonna have a movie night. You can come over here and watch it.
Yeah, I can't see me paying like $20 to $30 to rent for 48 hours on Amazon for a new release on Color Purple. I think I'll wait till it hit Peacock for free, and then I end up watching it and giving some, my thoughts on it. But I don't want to pay to watch The Color Purple. I just don't.
I can't even share it with you. I got it, but I can't.
I'm just not gonna pay for it.
I wish I could.
That's fine.
You can log into mine and watch it.
Yeah, I'll go watch it on somebody else's password.
Yeah, because I paid for it. I own it. It streams. You can watch it under mine. But I think people should watch it just because it's a good movie. But that's it, y'all. That's all we got. We definitely an hour over, but we love y'all and we missed y'all.
It's a good show. We gave y'all some good content tonight.
We did. So hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your night. We will be back Wednesday with the final review for the third part of the Love and Marriage Huntsville season 6 reunion show. Hopefully they wrap it up really good.
Doubt it. But we'll see.
And then we'll see. Me and Karma have also been talking about interviewing scripted television shows as well. We was talking about doing Law and Order, guys. So what do y'all think about that? I'm thinking that's a really good idea, Karma, because I
would love that. Y'all know I be thinking I'm a lawyer anyway. And I'm a doctor. You know, I done worked at with Meredith Grey and Bailey. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot of things. I've done PR with Olivia Pope. Like I be in the scripted shows. I be going to work. Okay, I be in the room. You know, so I think y'all have a good time with us on scripted because I be dead ass when I be like, I am working here. I am under Olivia Benson. I've been in her squad room for 25 years.
Okay. We got this.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to work on that and get that going because, again, this reality is wrapped up pretty soon. So that's good. I think we should just give reality a break and just go on.
It's not giving what it's supposed to give in this genre right now.
It's not. And I'm so happy the writer's strike is over. We got some real talent. You know, we got some acting. So, yeah, hopefully, you know, we go that route. So with that being said, y'all, we out of here. Y'all have a wonderful night. Karma is in the bed. Look at her. She ready. And I'm about to stream Karma stuff and watch Love and Hip Hop. So, guys, I love y'all so much.
Bye.
We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.